class that I'm going to be uploading. I'm really excited because it's a class that I actually taught for the first time in India when I was doing my yoga teacher training. It's the class that I taught for my final yoga exam. So it's quite a special class to me. I've taught it a few times since, but I've kept it with me this whole time. It's the book I took with me to India when I went to do my training. So, especially if you're a beginner, it's best to have a block for this class. So it'd be great if you could have one of the yoga blocks, but if you don't have that at home, you can also just grab a thick book, and that will do sort of a similar job. It's just to give you a bit of support whilst you're practicing. So wherever you are, find a comfortable seated position. Now you can sit cross-legged on the mat. You can place the block or book underneath your sit bones, like so. Gives you a bit of weight, tilts the pelvis forward, straightens out the spine. You can also place the block in between the feet and the bum if you wanted to sit like so. So if you want to sit in a chair also, that's fine. So coming to your comfortable seated position. Inhale. Lengthen the spine, crown of the head reaching towards the sky. Exhale, roll the shoulders back and down. Inhale, expand the rib cage. And exhale, gently close down the eyes. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. If any thoughts arise during this short little meditation, gently acknowledge them and then release. Take note of the sounds around you. What can you hear today? Focus on those sounds far in the distance. Now take note of the sounds within the same room. What can you hear closer by to your body? Sounds of electronics, family and friends around you, pets even. Analyze those sounds. What do they make you feel like? Now bring your awareness to the sounds in your body. Focus. Can you hear your heartbeat? Now bring awareness to your breath, the sensation of the cool air coming into your nose, the chest rising and falling, lungs expanding. Begin to deepen the breath, elongate the inhale, extend the exhale. Smooth, slow and deep. This flow is going to be focused on balance. Balance in all aspects of life, personal, social and work life, between the calm spiritual practice and the exciting adventures with friends. Balancing your diet between luscious, healthy foods and those cheeky sweet treats. Balance within your body, your flexibility, your strength, your physical balance, and balance between your Ida and Pingala nadis, your left and right energy channels, your moon and your sun energies. I would like you to place your hands together at your heart space and repeat this mantra after me. I can find the tools within me to be balanced, mind, spirit and body, to enable me to live my full and best life. Take a deep breath in, and on your exhale, gently flicker open the eyes. Inhale, rise the hands up towards the sky. Exhale, release the left hand down, placing it on the mat, reaching with the right hand to the opposite side of the room. Take an inhale here and sweep forward, reaching as far forward as you can, and exhale, reaching to the opposite side with the left hand. Inhale to reach forward, sweeping the arms. Exhale to release back. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale to release. And come back up. To maintain our balance, we're going to swap our legs over. So now if you are cross-legged, you've got the opposite leg in front of you. Inhale up. We're going to go to the other side, so right hand down on your exhale. Inhale here, and exhale, sweep forward, reaching with those hands. Inhale, open through the chest. Exhale, sweep forward. Inhale, exhale, sweep forward. Last time, inhale, and exhale to release. We're now going to do our seated cat-cows. So placing the hands on the knees. Take an inhale, start to pull through the hands onto the knees, open up the chest, look up towards the ceiling, curving the spine. And then as you exhale, rounding through the spine, tucking the chin to the chest, engaging the core, pulling the navel to the spine. Inhale, open through the chest. And exhale, close through, rounding the spine. Inhale, open. Exhale to round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. And inhale, back to center. Bringing the soles of your feet together, placing them onto the mat, coming into your butterfly. So we're going to keep it moving, so rocking side to side, allowing the hips to open towards the mat. Inhale. Exhale. Lifting the right leg up and holding the foot with your left hand and the knee with your right hand. You can start rocking side to side here. If you're comfortable with this, you can try a step further. So bringing the right foot into the elbow crease and wrapping the hand around the shin, and then bringing the knee into the right elbow crease, connecting the hands, and then rocking back and forth here. This is your rock the baby pose. Remember to keep breathing. Stretching through the hip. And release the leg down. Going on the other side to maintain our balance. Going hand to foot, hand to knee to start. And if you did before, you can take it a little bit further by bringing the crook of the elbow to the foot and to the knee, connecting the hands round your leg, rocking side to side, bringing movement to that hip joint, bringing flexibility, bringing moisture to the hip joint, waking up the body. And release down. Okay, then reaching the hands towards the top of the mat and coming over into your all fours position. Placing the hands directly underneath the shoulders, the knees underneath the hips. Try and maintain a neutral spine here. Really push up through the hands so that you're not sinking down, you're elongating through the shoulders. Create a lock in your hands so you're really gripping through the mat, and you're creating your hasta bandha, which is the energy lock within your hands. We're just going to work through the wrists a little bit. So start to rotate the body round, swaying the body in a circular motion so that you're rotating the wrists in circles, starting to warm up the joints. Coming forward over the hands, round and back. Once you've done a few one way, start to go in the opposite direction. And exhale to come back to neutral. Lifting the right leg up and back, straight out behind you, pointing the toes. Keep the pelvis square to the mat. And then take an inhale as you rise the legs slightly up. Exhale, touch the toes to the ground. Again, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. This time, bend through the knee. And then start to rotate the knee around and out. So you're drawing a circle with the knee. Opening up the hips and then coming back through. Inhale as the knee rises and exhale as it comes down. Keep going, working through that hip joint. And then gently rest the knee down, going on the other side, reaching the leg up and back, pointing the toes. Inhale to lift the leg further and exhale, touch the toes to the mat. Inhale to rise, exhale, lower. Inhale, exhale, keep that pelvis square to the mat. Inhale, exhale, one more, inhale, exhale, and then inhale, bend the knee and start to rotate through the hip, drawing a big circle with the knee, opening it up, bringing the knees to meet at the bottom. Keep going, working through the hip. And then exhale, knees come together. Start to rock the hips back towards the feet, pushing back into your child's pose position. Rest the head onto the mat. Reach forward with the arms. Take a deep breath in and exhale here. Release everything out. Allow the body to sink into the mat. So this is your posture that you can come to at any point during this class. If you ever feel like you just need a break, you just need a little rest, this is your posture, your relaxation posture. Inhale to rise back up. Place the hands just slightly forward, just like a hand's distance forward. And then tucking the toes under, rising the hips up towards the sky, pushing back into your downward facing dog. So you're welcome to keep a bend in the knee here if you want to, trying to reach the heels towards the mat. Gripping through the fingers, making sure the fingers are spread wide, gripping through every finger. Engaging through your pada bandha, the energy lock in your feet, so spreading the toes nice and wide and gripping the mat with the toes also. Trying to tilt the pelvis towards the ceiling so that you're getting length through the lower spine. Shoulders away from the ears, trying to connect the shoulder blades behind you, behind your back. If you want to, you can walk out the legs and maybe work on straightening the legs if that's within your practice today. Take an inhale, bend the knees, look towards the top of the hands, and exhale, start to walk forward with the feet towards the top of the mat. Bringing the feet together when you reach the top. Inhale to halfway, lengthen through the spine, and exhale, fold forward. Take a bend in the knee here if you need to. And inhale to rise up, bring the hands above the head, and exhale, hands come to your heart center. Take an inhale, rise the hands up towards the sky. Exhale, start to fold forward, bring the hands down to the shins or the ankles or to the mat. Inhale, look forward halfway, lengthen the spine, the neck should be an extension of the spine. And then exhale to fold forward, taking a bend in the knee if you need to. If it feels more comfortable, you can have the feet just slightly spread apart. Engage through the pada bandha, so really feel grounded through the feet into the mat. Take an inhale here. Exhale, plant the hands, stepping back into your plank position. Shoulders should be directly above the wrists. Take another inhale, and exhale, lower the knees, the chest, and the chin to the ground. Inhale, scooch forward, look towards the top of the mat. Use the back muscles to lift yourself into your baby cobra. Exhale, push through the hands, tuck the toes under, and push straight up into your downward facing dog. Trying to get the heels towards the mat. Maybe starting to feel a little bit more loose in this position. Take a deep breath in and exhale, sigh it out. Inhale, bend the knees, look towards the top of the mat, and exhale, walk, step, or do a little hop towards the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway, lengthen the spine, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale to rise, coming all the way up. Hands come together, and exhale, hands to heart. We're going to go again. Inhale to rise the hands, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway to lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands down, stepping back into your plank position. Lowering knees, chest, chin again, or taking the optional chaturanga. So this is where we're going to keep the knees off the mat, lower down halfway so that your elbows are at 90 degrees bend, and then inhale, push up into your upward facing dog or your baby cobra, it's your choice. If you're upward facing dog, keep the thighs off the mat. Exhale, tuck the toes under, push back, downward facing dog, well done. Really push through the shoulders, allowing the sternum to get closer towards the mat. Engage through the core so that you're not flaring your ribs down too much, you're keeping everything engaged. Take an inhale, bend the knees, look towards the front of the mat. Exhale, step or hop towards the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway, lengthen the spine, and exhale, forward, fold. See if you can go a little bit deeper this time. Inhale to rise, hands come up towards the sky. And exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, hands come up. Exhale, dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway, lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, stepping back, plank position, lowering down your knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, baby cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale, tuck the toes, push back to your downward facing dog. Well done. Just take a moment here. A deep breath in and out. And then inhale to rise the right leg towards the sky. Bend the knee and then open up the hips, stacking the hips one on top of the other, keeping the shoulders square to the mat. Allow gravity to pull that leg towards your head or the top of the mat. Deep breaths in, inhale, open, allow that release through the hips. And then exhale, bring the knee into the chest, and then stepping the foot across the body so that it's coming to the left-hand side of the mat. You are welcome to stay here, maybe push back a little bit, just feel a nice stretch in the leg. Or if you want to come into your fallen star, bring the weight onto the right hand, then start to pivot the back foot and open up the left arm towards the sky and hold here. Take an inhale, exhale. Your drishti point, your gaze point, should be towards the side of the room. Inhale. Exhale. If your hand starts to get tired, you're welcome to come down onto the forearm. Slightly different variation. Keep holding. You're almost there. Inhale. Exhale, bring the left hand down. Bring the right leg into the chest and step it back, pushing up back into your downward facing dog. This time, starting to walk the hands back towards the feet, so that you're coming to the back of the mat now. Now take an inhale as you rise up. Hands come together above the head, and exhale, hands come to the heart. So we're just going to take our tree pose here. So we're going to go with our right leg lifted, so grounding through the toes in your left foot. Engage that padabandha, that energy lock in the foot. So you're spreading your toes wide and you're spreading your weight evenly along the three corners of the foot. You're welcome to bring your right leg up, bringing it just so that the toes are rested on the mat with the heel on the ankle. You're also welcome to bring the foot to the shin or the calf, or also bring it right up so that the heel is directly next to the groin, allowing that knee to open towards the side. Take an inhale, rise the hands up. Hands come together above the head. You're welcome to keep them here, to bring them down to the heart, or to open them up, and then maybe even take a mudra. So maybe bringing the forefinger to the thumb and taking a mudra here. Find a gaze point in front of you, directly in front of you, something that's not moving. This is your drishti point. This will help you to keep your balance. If you ever fall out, do not worry, just come straight back into it. Balance takes time. Choosing whichever level suits you today. Keep holding. Don't forget to breathe. Inhale. And exhale. Take another deep breath in. And then exhale, bring the hands together down towards the heart. Removing the foot from that leg, bring it just in front of you, and then releasing the feet together. Making sure that the feet are just slightly wide apart. As you inhale, the hands come up, and exhale, forward fold. Take an inhale halfway to lengthen, and then exhale, start to walk the hands out in front of you, coming back into your downward facing dog. We're going to do the same on the opposite side. So inhale, rise the left leg up, bend the knee, and then open through the hips, stacking the hips on top of each other, keeping the shoulders square. Engage through those hands, use those hands for support, but keep your mind in your right foot, grounded on the mat, supporting you as well. Notice how your body is feeling in this posture. Feel the release of the hips as they open up. Take another inhale here, and exhale, bring the knee into the chest, and then stepping the foot across the body to the right hand side of the mat. Staying here, maybe pushing back a little bit to feel a stretch in that left side leg, or coming into your fallen star on the other side. So bring the weight towards the left hand, start to pivot the back foot so it's open, the heel is down, and then start to open up the right hand towards the sky, and holding here, remaining strong in this posture. You've got this. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, keep holding. Remembering you can come down onto the forearm if you need to. And exhale, release that right hand down, hands come onto the mat. Bring the knee into the chest, stepping it back, pushing back into your downward facing dog. Take an inhale here, and exhale, start to walk the hands back towards the feet again. Inhale and exhale to rise up. Hands come together. And exhale, hands come to heart. And we're going to go on the opposite side. So now grounding through the right foot, spreading the toes nice and wide. Create that strong base that's going to hold you. Ground down like you're growing your roots into the mat. Bring the left foot, opening up the leg. Bring the toes to the mat and the heel to the ankle, or bringing the foot to the calf, or right up into the groin. Allowing the knee to open towards the side. Inhale, rise the hands, stand tall. Crown of the head reaching towards the sky. Exhale, bring your hands into your preferred position. Maintain your drishti point, so find that focus point again in front of you and use that to concentrate on that to keep you in this position. If you're moving around, you're swaying, don't worry. Trees also move in the wind, but they remain upright for years and years. Inhale and exhale. Keep holding. A few more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, release the hands to the heart. Bring the leg out in front of you and then releasing the feet down onto the mat. Making sure that the feet are hip distance apart. Inhale, rise the hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, walk the hands towards the top of the mat and then push the hips back up into your downward facing dog. Hold here for just a breath. Recenter yourself. Take an inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step or hop towards the top of the mat. Inhale halfway, lengthen the spine. And exhale, fold. See if you can go a little bit further. Trying to create connection between the stomach and the thighs. I like to keep a bend in my knees, especially if I'm doing it in the morning where I'm feeling a bit more tight. Allow the head to hang heavy. Take an inhale, rise up. Hands come together above the head, and exhale, hands to heart. Grounding down through the right foot this time. Inhale, rise the hands up, bringing the left knee into the chest. Exhale as you bring the foot and the arms back behind you. Bring the foot up as high as you can, keeping the knee bent. Inhale to come forward. We're going to keep this moving. Exhale, bringing the leg back, arching through the spine, pushing the pelvis forward. Inhale, up. Exhale, back. Inhale, up. Exhale, push back. Trying to reach that foot up as high as you can. Inhale to come up, knee in front of you, and then exhale, we're going to take a big step back so that the foot is far towards the back of the mat. Place the heel down so that the toes are facing towards the side of the mat. Make sure that the heels are in line with each other, and then open up the hips, bend through the front knee, coming into your warrior two. Open up the arms, inhale, and exhale to sink lower. Just checking that that knee is directly above the ankle. Lowering the shoulders away from the ears, tilting the pelvis forward. Allowing these hips to open as much as you can. And hold here. Your strong, strong warrior. Take an inhale, reach forward, flip the hand, and exhale, start to reach back with the back hand, up and over into your peaceful warrior. Take an inhale, and exhale, sink deeper with the front leg. We often start to straighten out that front leg. Open up through the chest, looking towards the ceiling, and reaching back with this back hand. Trying not to dump too much weight onto this back leg, keeping it engaged. Take an inhale. Exhale, come back up to center. Keep moving through and come forward, placing the right elbow onto the right knee and over with the left hand. So now the left hand is reaching towards the top of the mat into your side angle. Start to look towards the side of the room or up towards the ceiling. Inhale here. Open through the chest. Exhale, come back up to center. Straighten out the front knee. Now, if you are a beginner, you're welcome to grab your block here. So, if you're not a beginner and you're happy with triangle pose, you won't need your block. So, placing the block directly next to the foot, either on its full setting, or its half, or its lowest setting, like so. Placing it directly next to the foot on the inside. Take an inhale, rise the arms back into your T. And exhale, reach the hips back, reach the hand forward, and then come down, gently resting the hand onto the block, opening the left hand up towards the sky. So this is where you'll remain if you're a beginner and you're using a block. If you need a bit more support but you haven't got a block, you can always place the hand on the shin, but just be careful not to dump too much weight onto that leg because it puts a lot of pressure on the knee. You're always welcome to have a little micro bend in the knee here if needs be. And if you're more advanced, you can try and work on just gently placing the hands next to the leg and using your core and your leg muscles to keep your body in that position. So coming to whatever variation suits you today, and then breathing here, stacking the shoulders one on top of the other, opening up. Inhale, exhale. Trying to maintain your balance here. So if you need to, you can just look directly onto the mat, and that will help you to maintain your balance. One more inhale. Exhale, come back up to center. If you want to, you can step the back foot just forward a bit so it's about halfway in your mat. And then we're going to come into our half moon posture. So bring the arms back up. Start to bend through that front knee and just reach down towards the mat. Again, this is a point where many people, even more experienced, might want to use the block. So placing the block in front of you and start to reach for that block, using it for support. Keeping these toes on the front leg pointed forward, but then opening up the back leg so that you're stacking the hips one on top of the other. Using your balance here, so flexing the back foot, pointing the back toes towards the side of the room, but looking towards the ground for support. Find a drishti point on the ground, and that will help you to balance. The reason why I suggest that even advanced students use the block is because you actually need to keep your body up this kind of height. If you are using the ground, you're actually going to be too low with the chest, and you want the chest more this position. So if you can hold like this without touching the ground with that front hand, then go for that. That is absolutely fine if you're more advanced and you can do that without the need for support. Open through the chest, reach that top arm towards the ceiling. Keep holding, one more breath. And then exhale, bringing the left hand to meet the right, closing off the hips, bringing the left foot down to meet the right, placing it on the mat. Inhale, halfway lengthen, and exhale, fold forward, taking a nice bend in the knee, bringing the hands to either elbow, and just allowing your body to hang here. Well done. Rock side to side if that feels nice for you. And inhale, gently roll up, bring the hands together at the top, and exhale, hands to heart. Just take a moment here, recenter yourself. We're going to go on the other side, so we're going to keep that balance between both sides of the body. Take an inhale, ground through the left foot. Rise the arms up, bringing the right knee up towards the chest. Exhale, bringing the knee back, arching through the back, opening through the chest, reaching the hands behind you. Inhale, come forward, knee up. Exhale, bringing that foot back. Inhale, keep balanced. Bring the leg up. Move slowly if that helps with balance. Exhale, come back. Inhale to come up. Exhale, come back. Last time, really push up with that leg. Inhale, bring the leg up. And then exhale this time, bringing the leg behind you, stepping a big step back, and then coming into your warrior two. So making sure the heels are directly in line with each other. The toes on the back foot are pointed towards the side of the mat. Inhale, hands come up, And exhale, sink low with that front knee, making sure that it's directly above the ankle. You can still see your big toes from where you're looking. Your drishti point, your gaze point, should be on this front hand, your front fingertips. Open up those hips. Allow your body to sink into this posture. Take an inhale. Exhale, reach forward, flip the hand, and reach back towards the back of the mat, placing that right hand on the leg, on the calf, or on the thigh, wherever is comfortable for you. Just try not to place it on the knee because we don't want to put too much pressure on our knees. Reaching up and over with that left hand, open through the chest. Inhale. Exhale, sink low with the front knee. You've got this, keep going. Inhale. And exhale, release, coming back up, keeping it moving, bringing the left arm to the left leg, resting the elbow on the leg, bringing the right hand up and over, coming into your side angle posture. So reaching with this top hand as far as you can, trying to make a direct line between this hand all the way down to that back foot. Take an inhale here. And exhale, keep holding. Looking towards the side of the room or towards the ceiling, wherever is comfortable for your neck. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to rise, back up. Exhale, straighten out the front knee. We're going to come back into our triangle pose. So grabbing that block again if you need to, placing it on the inside of the foot. Wherever you decide to go today, inhale, rise the hands up. Exhale, push the hips back and reach forward with the hand and then come down. Open up the back hand towards the ceiling, stacking the shoulders one on top of the other, trying to imagine that you are one straight line. So if somebody was stood at the top of your mat, they would just see one line of your body. Really pushing those hips back. This will help you to feel a nice stretch down the front leg, the inner thigh. Inhale. Exhale. Hold it just one more breath. And inhale to rise. Stepping the back foot in a little bit. And then coming into our half moon posture on the other side. So grabbing your block, placing it just a little bit in front of you, just off the mat. Inhale, the hands come up. And exhale, start to reach that left hand towards the block. The right leg starts to come off the mat. See how your balance is today. This could be a very difficult posture. So you're just taking it to wherever is easiest for you today. Making sure that you're stacking the hips one on top of the other so that you're opening out the hips. If you fall out, it does not matter, just come straight back into it. Flexing the toes on the back foot, opening up that arm, holding here. Don't forget to breathe. Also finding your drishti point, so just finding that point in front of you that's going to help with your balance, or keeping the gaze down towards the mat, as that will help a lot with keeping you balanced. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And then exhale, bringing the right hand down, closing off the hips, gently bringing the right leg to meet the left. Placing it onto the mat, take an inhale halfway, lengthen through the spine. And exhale, forward, fold. Well done. Keep breathing here. Deep exhales to release. Allow the head to hang heavy. Allow the body to hang over the legs. Feeling that nice stretch in the back of the legs. Take an inhale, plant the hands onto the mat. Exhale, stepping back into your plank position, lowering down through Chaturanga, but all the way to the mat, so that you're allowing your body to rest onto the mat. We're going to do our posture, which is called our sleeping baby. So starting with our left leg first. So bending the knee, bringing the foot up, and then gently moving the leg out towards the side so that you want the leg to be in a right angle next to your body. Placing the arms in a cactus position out in front of you, and then gently resting your right cheek onto the mat so that you're looking towards the side of the mat. You're welcome to close the eyes here. So this is a nice gentle opening through the hips. Really helps with your tree posture, but without the having to balance at the same time. So start to take some deep breaths in here. You'll feel your back expanding where you cannot breathe out through the chest in the front. You'll feel the ribs behind you expand as you take deep breaths in right down to the belly. And start to relax. You've worked hard today. And start to bring the left leg back in, keeping the knee bent. And we're going to go into what's called our broken wing. So we're going to start to push through the left hand, placing it directly next to the shoulder. And start to roll onto the right side, but keeping that right arm in its cactus position. So you're going to feel a stretch in the shoulder. Starting to roll onto the right side, bringing that left foot behind the body, keeping the head on the mat, and just allowing the body to go as far as it wants to naturally. Seeing if you can place that foot behind you, keeping that leg now open, using this left hand to push and support you. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, send the oxygen to that right shoulder. And exhale, release, coming back onto the stomach. And then going to the opposite side, placing that left hand out into your cactus. Bringing the right foot up. And bringing the knee out towards the side and placing it down so that it's at a right angle. So you're having nice opening through the hips, but very gentle opening. And then placing the left cheek on the mat, looking over to the right hand side, and then relaxing here. This is your relaxation posture. So just allow the breath to guide you, to relax all your muscles in your body at this point. And then exhale to release. Bring that right hand in, placing it next to the shoulder. Bringing the leg back in to meet the other one, but keeping the leg bent. And then start to roll over towards the left hand side. So keep that left cheek glued to the mat. Start to roll over so that you're trying to reach your right foot behind you onto the floor, using that right hand to push up and support you. Allowing that spinal twist. Breathe into it. Breathe into the spine. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale, release back onto the stomach. Reaching the arms forward. And then we want to start to roll onto the back. So whichever way is comfortable for you. Starting to roll over, using the hand to support you. And then shuffle the body back into the center of the mat. Placing the feet directly next to the bum. Rounding through the feet, placing the hands next to the hips, palms facing down. Head should be rested nicely on the mat. Take an inhale, start to tilt the pelvis forward, lifting the pelvis slightly off the mat. Slowly, one vertebrae at a time, lifting, pushing up, using the hands to support you, coming onto the shoulders and the feet, but not the neck. Lifting the pelvis as high as you can, engaging through the legs, engage through the core, engage through the bum. If you want to, you can clasp the hands underneath and push downwards so that you're straightening out the arms. Take an inhale here, keep holding, pushing the hips as high as you can. If you clasp the hands, unclasp and then reclasp with the opposite fingers on top. So we're maintaining that balance through the body, our left and right sides. Keep holding. Inhale, rise that a little bit further. Exhale, release the hands and then start to bring the hips down, one vertebrae at a time, really slowly and controlled. Hips down last. Bring the soles of the feet together and then resting the feet onto the mat, opening out the hips, allowing your knees to come gently towards the ground. This is our reclined butterfly posture. Placing the hands either on the thighs or gently next to the body, palms facing up. Just allow your hips to open here. Again, another gentle relaxation pose for the hips. Not forcing anything, but just allowing gravity to do the work. Enjoy this posture. We don't always have to be pushing ourselves to our limits to get progress. Sometimes releasing a bit and allowing your body to go with the flow actually is more beneficial. Deep breaths in, expand through the stomach. Exhale, release everything out. Inhale, bring the legs back up together. Bring the knees into the chest, and then placing the arms out in a T position, palms facing up, and then gluing the legs together, gluing the knees together, and then exhale as you gently release the legs down to one side. Whichever side you choose, look over your opposite shoulder, keeping both shoulders glued onto the mat. Feeling that nice twist through the spine. Deep breaths in, breathe here. And exhale, release back to center and straight away to the other side. Keeping those knees glued together, keeping that right or left shoulder, both of them onto the mat. You're welcome to close down the eyes. Doing our last few postures before coming into our final posture. Allowing the body to relax after its hard work. Inhale, rise the legs up. Bring the knees into the chest. Bring the feet up towards the sky, flexing through the feet. Grabbing the outsides of the feet with the hands. If you can't reach, just grabbing the shins. Or if you want to, you can grab the two big toes with your fingers. Wherever you do, gently pull down with the hands. So you're pulling your knees towards the armpits or towards the mat, opening out through the legs. Take a rock side to side here if that feels nice on your spine. And you can play around with this posture, so you can try and straighten through one leg, through the other, or both. See just how this feels, just move around. Testing your body. Finding those little nice spots that feel good to stretch out. And whenever you're ready, just come to stillness, applying that gentle pressure onto the feet, opening up those hips. Inhale. Exhale. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, release the feet, bringing the knees together. Placing the feet either side of the mat, so they're about mat distance apart, and then allowing the knees to lower close together until they are just touching. And then gently bringing the knees into the chest, giving yourself a big hug, bringing the chin towards the knees, squeezing the body, showing yourself some love. And then exhale, release the head down. Release one leg at a time, coming into your final posture, your Shavasana. Shimmying the shoulders down underneath. Resting the hands, palms facing up towards the sky. Allowing the toes to gently Release down to the side of the mats. Take a deep breath in. Exhale to relax all the muscles in the body. Another deep breath in. Exhale, relaxing the shoulders, the jaw, the neck, and the muscles in the face. Bring the awareness to your mind. Noticing the thoughts in your mind today. Are they balanced, positive, negative, or neutral? Take a moment just to cultivate an image within your mind. What does a balanced mind look like? What does it feel like? A balanced mind for health and well-being. Imagine yourself completely balanced. This is something we can all achieve, but it takes work. Work through meditation, mindfulness, yoga, movement, and breath. Just take a moment now, relaxing the body, bringing the awareness to the breath and the visualization of yourself completely balanced. Feel the body sinking into the mat and take note of each point of the connection between your body and the mat. exhale, start to wiggle the toes and the fingers. Bringing the awareness back to the body. Start to rotate through the feet, the ankles, the wrists. Take an inhale, rise the hands up towards the top of the mat, stretching out the body, being as long as you can. And then exhale, release the legs, bringing them into the chest and gently rolling towards your favorite side. Keeping the eyes closed. Pressing into the hand, pushing up into your seated position, taking your time here, keeping the eyes gently closed, resting the hands on the knees, sit nice and tall. Inhale, rise the hands up to the center above your head, and exhale, bring them down towards the heart, the center of your body. Exhale to release, bow forward, bow down to yourself. Thank yourself for your practice today. Thank your body for working for you. Thank your mind for being balanced. The light in me bows to the light in you. Thank you everyone for joining in this practice today. I hope you enjoyed it. Take a moment here now just to notice how the body is feeling, how the mind is feeling before moving on with the rest of your day. Just take a few minutes on the mat. Thank you for joining in, and I hope to see you again soon in the next class.